What is up, everyone? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. Got a new knife in from Giant Mouse. Let's take a look at it. All right, guys, we have the new REO in from Giant Mouse, and I gotta say right out the gate, this thing is a stunner. I really like the way this one looks. The fit and finish on it is done very nicely, and I was really excited to get to check it out, if I'm honest with you. Been a little while since I've seen something from Giant Mouse that has really wowed me like the Rio has here. So we got diamond textured frame lock here, bearings in the pivot, titanium pivot collar, and a steel, I believe it is steel, yeah, steel fold over deep carry clip wire for those that like the out there. If not, there are some options out there that you can get for a replacement clip for that wire. Titanium backspacer with integrated lanyard hole out on the back. Don't mind that at all because it doesn't really affect the way that the pocket clip is working on this particular one. Nice drop point blade here with a machine satin finish. Look at that. Magna cut steel, guys. So wanted to see what this one was about. Took it down to the garage and did a little cutting with it. Went right through the catalog paper. Felt a little bit of tear, but I think that's more to do with the fact that it's been through the pass around. As you can see, it's going through the cardboard with no issue whatsoever. And nice utility cuts with this one here. Because of the fact that it's very narrow and it does drop down even with the pivot, I'm able to really get into those utility cuts in a very comfortable pinch grip. Ergonomically, it was very comfortable, guys. The wire clip being rounded doesn't leave any hot spots. It's not uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form. The relief cut here for the access to the lock bar is knocked down nicely as well, so very comfortable in the hands. Lock bar access is very good, and the action on here, I have to admit, is very nice. I don't have any side to side, I don't have any up and down, and it is a two shake home. Nice centering. Access to the opening hole is very good. I like the mid jimping here, very Anzo-ish, and then a crown spine to round it all off. I just think it's a very nice looking knife. A lot to really like here. I will say, as I continue to handle it, I think this double chamfer here can be a little bit of a hot spot depending on how you're disengaging it. So where I really feel it is when I'm just engaging it by sliding it over and then getting past that detent ball. That's where I really notice it. Lifting up, not really feeling it, and then pushing across, I feel it slightly, but it's really not an issue in my opinion. A lot of stuff to like here, guys. Let's do some size comparisons real quick and check how this one compares to some others in my collection. All right, I wanted to kick it off with a couple of large full-size folders. We have the Ferro Monster Urban Grip on the bottom, full size, and then we have the Kunru Padre, which is also full size. You can see that the Urban Grip's a little bit longer, but very similar profile, slender knife, and then the Padre just more of a hard use, much more muscular grip, in my opinion, compared to the Rio. Let's do a couple more. All right, guys, we got a couple more on the table. On the top, we got the Vero Engineering Nova. It does have a slender-esque profile, but it is definitely more hand-filling. And then on the bottom, one that I think compares very well, the CJRB Echo, which I consider to be a medium-sized knife, very comparable in size. The Rio does have a little bit more length on it, but not by much. Let's grab the scale and check the weight on this one. All right, we got the scale out. Let's cut her on and see what the Rio comes in at. Coming in at 3 ounces. I think that's a very respectable weight for all titanium with steel pocket clip, titanium backspacer quarter length, and titanium pivot collars. Just really solid weight. Nothing too light, nothing too heavy. I guess you wouldn't say too light, but doesn't feel overly light. It has like a good weight to it, feels nice in the hand, carries well in the pocket. A lot of positive there. Let's go ahead and get the scale out of here and we'll wrap it up. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So final thoughts and impressions. I do a score of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. Budget knives cap at 7, and premium materials like this will get you up over that 7 points on my scale. A lot of good here. Nice, thin, slicey steel, magnet cut. You have a machine satin finish. Belt satin would have been a little bit better, but that probably would have driven the price way up because that has to be done by hand manually. Then you have the diamond textured pattern on here, titanium, very nicely done. It's a steel fold over clip. That's going to be preference. You got a quarter length titanium back spacer. So you got a lot of nice things going on here. Good lock bar access. I feel this is going to be a nice EDC that will flex into gents, and you will be able to occasionally do some hard use tasks with it. Would you not be able to use this hard use all the time? I would probably say you could. It would be something that I think that to take a knife like this to use and abuse it just has to be your one and only knife. It has to be one that you're going to use for every situation where you're not going to really be worried about pulling this out to go out on a date or, you know, somewhere a little bit more upscale, an office setting or something like that. All of that said, for me, I'm going 8.2. This is probably my favorite giant mouse to date. I really like this. I think there's a lot nice here. I think it's going to work really well as an EDC. I think it'll flex into some hard use, and I think you can definitely gent carry this one all day. It's just a very classy looking design, very well done, very well finished. The magnet cut steel, depending on how that's heat treated, if it's hitting at that 61 to 62 for production magnet cut, it's going to perform well. You're going to see something a little bit south of S35 yen as far as edge retention, while being tough and easy to maintain. So a lot of good there, good corrosion resistance as well. The bearing action on here is very smooth. Like I said, 2 shakes and it's home. Very good job here on the Giant Mouse REO. Let me know what you think about this one down in the comments below. If I can find it, I'll link it. It may be that I'm just sending you over to Blade HQ or something like that to find this one. So definitely check those links out if you're interested in this one. I think it's a very recommendable model. If you're not into this one, just say hi down in the comments below. If you hung out to this point of the video, a like would be greatly appreciated. Special shout out to my channel members. Love you guys. I'm out of here. I hope you have a great week. Catch you next time. Peace.